I'm getting ready to make a new pincushion with Emery sand. Usually, Emery sand is right here in this small strawberry. No, turns out it's not a chili. Emery sand is used to clean needles. I want to make a pincushion from my thread scraps, fabric scraps, and I will also use some new fabric. Then I have mechanical chalk pencil with a razor to draw, and the snips, thread, couple of needles, and fabric scissors. My plan looks like this. This is going to be the pincushion. This will be filled with emery sand, and flowers are just for decoration. At least that's the plan. I have a package with fabrics of different colors, and I think these two are the closest shades. By the way, I sketched this cactus for the project. I need 2 parts of the cactus on the green fabric, and I'll outline it with the seam allowance. I'm not very good at sewing, so I can use wrong terminology and do embarrassing things, but aren't we all here for that? Turned on guided access to stop picture from moving. It's an iPad 12.9 inches and I draw in app Procreate. I just want to emphasize that I'm not good at sewing. Embroidery and sewing are different things. I'd love to use only fabric scraps for this idea, but I don't have big enough pieces. My previous pincushion was made from small scraps. If you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link to video in description. And now we have the parts for cactus ready. Next, the pot, and I'm switching to the white chalk. For the lower part, I think I need 4 of the same parts. I'll sew these sides together and it will look nice. Or it won't. Watch the video until the end to find out. Okay, and this part I'll add later, as soon as I realize how to make it. I also realized that I need the base part square with sides like the lower line. And next step is to cut out all details. I will cut seam allowances on the curves, bend and iron them. This is where mini iron 2 by Clover comes into play. Finally! Here I realized that I should have traced one of the parts facing to the other side. We'll hope that the transfer line won't be visible. Separating one strand of cotton thread and thread it into the needle. Knot on the end. Placing 2 parts of cactus together, and the plan is to make tiny running stitches along the edge. Looks okay on the other side. I'll make running stitch following the contour, but leaving this side open. A little late for this, but I want to attach the layers so they don't move much while I'm stitching. Made the stitches and feels like it's not enough. I'm going to make one more layer of stitches going even shorter, in between of the first layer stitches. After 2 rows of running stitches, I'm making tiny securing stitches, like 5 in one spot. Now I need to turn it inside out. I decided to try using botkin needle to push the fabric through. It's not sharp at all and it's pretty long. And it kind of worked. But I feel like there was a better way I didn't think about. I don't know. For small parts, I used embroidery needle. It looks cute. I'm not going to lie, I think it looks cute. No. I guess I'll make slip stitch to fix it. I'm pushing much more gentle on this side. This still looks cute. So, the slip stitch. Coming up through the seam, hiding the knot, and making tiny stitches diagonally on one side and then another. After a bunch of tiny stitches, I go out, pull thread a little bit, cut, and the end is not visible. I prepared one brown strand for the pot. The base looks like a rectangle but supposed to be square. So it's going to be something like this. First I'll stitch together all the sides and then stitch them to the base, making very small stitches. This time I made 2 layers of stitches at once, kind of combo of running back and stem stitches. Okay, I attached all the parts. And I think it looks decent, at least from the outside. It feels pretty durable. The most exciting part, Emery sand. I prepared the bag to place it after. Piece of fabric from my scraps. I'm going to sew it in a bag for the Emery sand. Size should be like the base part. I'm planning to use like this much of sand, measuring the size. I have questions to myself. Why would I sew this part? It's already connected. Shape, seam allowances. Perfect, now I need white thread. Didn't work. Guess I have to give up. Same stitches. This part doesn't have to look pretty, it's going to be inside, but I make even tinier stitches. Sand has pretty small grain. Super close to each other. This emery sand is so small, I don't know if it's the right kind, but yeah, it's very small and I broke the bag apparently. The package says it's for pin cushions, so I'm going to believe it. I finished the sides and left a little hole. To help directing the sand, I'm using post-it sticker, something like a tube. I think it's a perfect plan. Getting sand out of the broken bag. This one is also broken, what? 99% sure that this bag is okay. Good enough. And this is going inside the white bag. Not everything is going to fit, and I spilled sand again. Okay, of course. I left thread and needle in so I could sew the rest of the bag after filling it with sand. Same tiny stitches. Feels okay. No, it's too small. I've made a decision to make a second, bigger bag. Didn't measure properly before, why would I start now? I don't care about the look, I just don't want the scent to break out. And it never will. Now I kind of feel sad for the sand, it's like in prison. Although it will meet lots of new friends, needles. I'm okay. Dirty part is over! Yes! And big bag of sand fits into the pot. Yay! I have huge tweezers to fill the pincushion with. But flowers first. How do I start the stitches? Let's go in with the back side, but how do I turn it? I need a new plan. Loop start would be much better idea, by the way. Is it weird that I feel like I'm a surgeon? Probably yes. Okay, I'm going to make fringe stitch. Leaving a loop. And securing it with small stitch. To see if that's enough of loops, I'm going to trim them. Obviously it's not enough. Looks better now. To get the needle out of the cactus, I just came up on the surface, pulled thread and cut. Final result, nice. Next part is filling the cactus. I have some felt scraps after the needle book project, and they are going in. It's too narrow to use the fingers, also the backside of any pencil would work okay for this, but these tweezers are the best for the job, I think. Looks almost perfect. Is it going to stand? I don't know. Thread scraps time. I think I noticed something interesting. The middle part is full of felt strips and this side is full of thread scraps and looks much smoother. It's a little bit harder to poke. No, it's not harder. Okay, all good. This thread scraps is everything that I saved during the last 3 or 4 years. Last time when I visited St. Petersburg, I took all scraps with me to Berlin. So the threads are pretty short. If thread is longer than this, I want it back on the bobbin. If I can make stitches with this thread, I make stitches. But if it's too short, it goes in here. I'm impressed by how much fits into this cactus. I fill the cactus, let's see if it stands. Kind of. Going to secure it very well to the pot. Filling pot with small fabric leftovers. My idea is to stitch piece of fabric to the pot and then sew the cactus to the fabric. My favorite measuring without measuring. Why a ruler is on the table? Who knows? One side is attached, opposite side is next, and I'm making slip stitch. I use needle to attach the sides and make stitches faster. Short stitch on one side along the fold and same on the other. Main details are ready! Yay! Lower part doesn't look like the flower pot at all. I have brown felt, so that's an option. I'm going to think about it while sewing parts together. Same slip stitch with one strand. Insert an additional needle to stop Cactus from falling. Wow, it's not staining. Or... yes! And I only attached the half. Ta-da! To make pot looking like a pot, I'm going to sew a sausage, fill it with thread scraps and attach to the base. Measuring. Cutting. Feels too long. Now it feels too short. I'm going to sew along the edge and one of the sides. Let's measure how it fits. Barely, but works. Filling it in. Measuring. No, too much feeling. Much better. Slip stitch again. Not very pretty on the back, but okay on the front. I'm going to make a couple of stitches attaching this sausage part because it keeps moving up. Oh wow, how is it possible? Getting ahead of the story, the sand never spilled out again. And it's finished! I'll show the final look, pretty views, and how the sand works tomorrow, with better lighting. Let's clean a needle and see how it goes. My oldest needles are tapestry needles. I'll take out one clean and one tarnished needle. Needles usually get darker from the oil coming from our hands. On the left, tarnished needle. Here it is on the right. I saw different opinions on how to clean them. Some pull needle to the sand in one direction only, and some go in and out. I'm kind of doing both. The moment of truth. Needle I cleaned on the right looks so much better than before. Here it is on the left, and we can still see some darkenings. So, attempt number 2. Not entirely gone, but it's much better. To sum up, here's the plan and its execution. I'm satisfied completely. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel, like and comment. Also let me know if you need a pattern for this cactus cushion. Now when I know the measurements, I can make the transfer page for you. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video!